The final module in Chapter 14 are some examples of other exotic options. Compound option is an option on an option. So rather than have an option to buy or sell a share, you could have an option to buy or sell an option on S. So you can imagine the different combinations that one can have, but if we just look at the timeline of this activity, one imagines we have a trade date T0, and then we have an exercise date where we decide, do we want to buy or sell the option we have the right to buy or sell? Remember, it's an option on an option. So T1 is the first date, and we have a right to buy or sell an option on S, and then capital T would be the expiry date of that underlying option. That would be the expiry date of the option on S. So the primary option has a term, as we can see, of T1, and the option you exercise to has a term of T minus T1. So there are four basic types because either option can be a put or a call. So we can have a call on a call, or a call on a put, or a put on a call, and so forth. So as an example, if we have a call on a call, this is the payoff at the intermediate time, which on our graph was called T1. Here it's denoted T. Namely, a call on a call is we have a right to buy this call option. The call option is on S, it has a strike of K, and it has a term of capital T minus little t. So what's remaining. We have a right to buy that for a price of X. So there are two strike prices. There's the strike price of the initial call, and there's the strike price of the final call. So at time little t, we can exercise this option, and of course we will if the call on S is worth more than X, and we won't otherwise. Similarly, if we looked at a call on a put, and here I see we have this is a call on a put, and so because it's a call, we have a put that we can buy for X dollars. And so we will exercise this if the put is more valuable than X, and we will not exercise it otherwise. So these are calls on puts and calls. You can also write down the formula for puts on puts and calls. There is a compound option put-call parity. Put-call parity is a general notion. We've seen various generalizations of it in earlier modules, and here we'll see yet another one. And what put-call parity says is that if we have a call on an option plus a T-bill that matures at X, X is the strike price of the first option, that's the same as a put on that option plus the option itself. Remember how put-call parity worked. If we have a call plus a T-bill, this is equal to a put plus the stock. And this is just expressing the same thing, but here the put and the call are on an option, and therefore what we need to be holding is the option itself. And one can think that this is what I called, I believe this was version 2, but this was the natural where one has a portfolio of a call plus a T-bill. Namely, that's a natural portfolio because the call gives you the right to buy the option, and the T-bill gives you the funds to make the purchase if you desire. The other portfolio, a put and the option, again, is a natural portfolio. You have a put, which gives you the right to sell the option, and holding the option gives you the option to sell if you choose to do so. We can also look at put-call parity in terms of the difference between the compound call and the compound put price as being equal to the forward price on an option.